Do I keep calling it a muslin bag? What an idiot. Muslin, nah. Nah. Right, into the muslin bag. Oh, yeah. That's one for the outtakes. Yes, as the title suggests, apples. Look at these bad boys. Oh, 2 buckets full of Winfield apples. That's not the variety of apple. They've just fallen off the tree. My sister's tree, or a neighbour of hers, it always produces good apples. And there's always too many. So, today's video, you're going to watch me eat 2 barrels of apples. You didn't think I was going to make cider out of it, did you? Yes, cider! So, it's a bit of a experiment brew because I've never made cider from whole apples before. So I'm going to chop them up, squeeze them, get the juice out, and that is it. Let's crack on with it. I'm going to be trying this yeast out. My local home brew shop has started sort of introducing posher yeast. This is a craft series from New Zealand, I do believe, or it's a New Zealand company, and this is a cider yeast, MO2. It's got nutrients. It's got nutrients in it. I've never used it before. And I wasn't going to make cider today, but my brother-in-law come round this morning, and he told me about the apples, and I was like, I'm not doing anything for the rest of the day. Let's go and collect them. On the way down to collect them, I'll stop in at the shop and get some yeast because I didn't have any cider yeast. Normally use wine yeast, but I thought, let's give the cider yeast, the proper stuff, a try. I'm going to be using this to grate them up. And a bag to strain them into. My wife's been baking cakes. And then I'm going to be collecting the juice in this bucket. I'm not going to keep everything sterile while I'm doing it because I think I'm going to run into problems. Because I'm sort of pressing small amounts, I think keeping stuff sterile is going to be difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the apples, get as much juice as I can out of them, and then get them in the boil pot and boil them for at least 20 to 30 minutes just to pasteurise the juice. Get the water chiller in, cool it down, pitch the yeast and get it in the fermenter. So that's it, that's the plan. Just got them into bin bags so I can wash the buckets out. But don't let the size of the apples fool you. That is a good size apple. Most of them are that size. There are a few small ones in there, but even these are sweet. Really, really sweet. If they were bitter I wouldn't be using them, or sour I wouldn't have used them. But they are so sweet that they're going to be fine for this. Right, so that's the first bucket of apples washed. I mean, I say washed, I'm just rinsing them off and checking them. They're not dirty, it's just bits of leaf and stuff that's come off of them. But you don't want it in the juice, I suppose. Just a quick rinse, and that's it. So I need that. So let's start juicing these, then we'll wash the others. Right, so let's start. So just pop them in there like that. Turn her on, whiz her up. What that is doing, having the smaller sort of grind on it, is releasing more juice than I could hope for. And because I've not got many apples, I need as much juice as I can. And then what I'm going to have to do is, once all the apples have filled this container. I'm going to put them in the muslin bag and squeeze them out.
I need my mum helping me.
So, into the bag, into the muslin bag, like that. And I'm going to have to just fill this bag and then squeeze. Squeeze the bag. Ugh. But the more I get in here, the easier it's going to be. Labour of love or what? Hand pressed. Hoping to get 5 gallons out of these apples. I didn't think I would, but we are halfway through, almost halfway through the smallest bag of apples, and I've got about almost 5 litres of juice. Not even halfway through that bag, so I'm hoping that each bag's going to yield about 10 litres. So that's 20 litres. That's not far off 5 gallons. So yeah, I'm just putting the spoil into there. That'll go to the pigs. So yeah, it's going to take me a while, but it tastes absolutely stunning. I can't wait. Well, last bit of juice going in, just what's collected in the that the bag was set on. Beautiful. How much did we manage to get out of the 2 barrels, buckets of apples? About 20 litres. Beautiful. 3 litres shy of 5 gallon. I'm happy with that. Good morning! Another early start. Sunday, to be precise. 7:15 in the morning. My wife has done a night shift, so she'll be coming in about 20 minutes. So I'm getting a nice cooked breakfast ready. Keeping on the old theme. Bramley apple sausages. Yes, it's day 2 of the cider from Winfield Apples, and it's in the brewery, all covered up. It's nice and cold in there. I'm going to get everything out. I'm going to get the boil equipment out. I'm going to boil it up for about half an hour and get her good and pasteurised. Cool her down, rack her into the carboy and pitch the yeast. And this will be the first time that the fermentation chamber has had 2 brews in it, bubbling away. I reckon there's a storm a-brewing. There's definitely some bad weather on its way. Autumn's here, guys. She's here. Oh, this ain't looking good. Not looking good for an outside boil today. So we're going to do the boil in here for the first time. Just going to put it near the door so any gas fumes can blow out the door. I don't trust that I'm going to be able to get half an hour boil and then put everything away without it raining. Looks like it's going to throw it down. Moved the cider in here, the apple juice in here, sorry, last night, nice and cold. Covered it over with a cloth as well, so nothing could get in it. Right, set up inside, all gassed up, fresh gas bottle, it's full. Took the false bottom out so I don't need it. Oh, smells beautiful. I'll leave that pulp back. It's a thick pulp that's settled to the bottom. Get this boiling, pasteurising. We're burning, and it smells absolutely gorgeous. Also bought another carboy and another length of hose for the blow off. Someone said, why are you bothering with the blow off tube? Reason being is because the bungs have a hole in them, for one, and the second reason is I like to watch that things are progressing and fermenting without taking the lid off, so I can see with the amount of bubbles that's bubbling through the wine bottles that fermentation is happening or slowing down or stopped without disturbing the temperatures inside the fermentation box. So that's why I do that. Finally getting into a boil now. Don't know how much you could see, but just starting to boil up now. Give it 20 minutes, half an hour. Start cooling it.
When the moon shines on the cowshed and we're rolling in the hay, all the cows are out there grazing and the milk is on its way. I am the...
Right, 20 minutes into the boil. That's it, it's pasteurised. Ross in the brewery is another one here, look, joining it. Pain in the ass. Right, let's get the water chiller in there, get it chilled down. Water chiller's in. Cover it over so I don't get any leaves or anything diving in. That's it guys, we're at 24 degrees. Get it into the fermenter, pitch the yeast. $10.66, not bad. Get the last little bits out with this. The other thing I'm noticing is it's very clear coming out the siphon. Really, really clear. Clearer than I thought. Whoa, frightened to death! I'm frightened! Right, time to pitch the yeast. MO2 cider yeast.
Not exactly strangers, though, so respect each other. I mean, tell them I'm obstinate. Whack up, like old Rosie said.
That's it. Done.
They can't do anything. Just say.
Right, it's time to get her in the fermenter. Whoa! That's it. Bit of a struggle to get that in. Using new blow-off tube, and it is really stiff still. And the new bungs with the new carboys do not like to stop in when they're new. They've got star sand around them, keep sliding out and popping off. Nothing that a bit of sticky tape over them doesn't solve. But that is it, guys. The fermenter is full. So we'll check up with this probably in the Homebrew Wednesday. See it's bubbling away, and this one will need putting into secondary. That's the Whole Garden clone. That wants a week's secondary on more coriander seed. So that's it, guys. Hope this video has been a fun video to watch. Hope you've learnt by my mistakes, the ones that I've made, especially at the beginning of the video. But I hope it's going to turn out well. There's no reason why it shouldn't. So that's it, guys. Stay tuned, keep safe, keep on brewing, pick it out, and I'll see you all soon.